senators and these and what have you. And these are the people at we every time, the ones we know, the ones we don't know, the ones they want to use to mock us. They will say they add their prayer point. They should go to their account and collect it and go and have weekend and enjoy and live a luxurious and extravagant kind of life whereby they are not adding any dividend to the nation and to the economy and to the lives of Nigerians. But you see how these people, all they are doing is just strategy of 2027 to do their gymnastic maneuver, thinking that these people are the people who will do election for them, who will gather the people who will do the
Mr. Sam, away from that now, how optimistic are you that the governor will return in September? You know, that's also made the headlines this morning.
Mr. Marvin, I'm very optimistic because, you know, whatever the will of God, you see, no man can dictate. You see, in the house of Pharaoh, he was training the person who would deliver his people. He never knew. So these people thought they have captured River State and all their shenanigans and gymnastic maneuver, thinking they are humiliating the governor. I know God who brought him for a time like this, for the people of River State. No matter all their scheming and what have you, God will still bring him back, and God will protect him to finish his tenure well. And the enemies who thought that won, they will be put to shame.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sam, for that one. Moving on right now to another call. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Marvin J.
I greet you.
How are you?
I'm good.
All right, Mr. Frank.
Mr. Frank, go ahead.
Yeah, you see why I kept saying that ADC can never survive 2027. They can't. Because their policies are not for the poor masses. Their policies, I said this thing, you were in this station now, immediately the Supreme Court gave judgment. I told Nigerians how Tinubu government would be. Then at that time, I think you and Tis cut me off because what I said was too heavy for you people to hear. But this is what I said then is happening now. How would you forget about the pensioners? How would that be? The military. You know, some of the military officers don't have their own houses.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't live well. I am telling you because I'm inside that. They don't have. They are there in the forest. A man is there from AC house to AC car, from AC house to AC guest house. And you want to increase his salary? I don't get. You see, their policy is bad. It is only somebody that is in center who said Tinubu will win 2027 election. Forget this thing that they did in this by-election. Forget it.
Now so they talk, forget them till election go come.
Brother, hear me and hear me well. I know they talk up here.
It's all right.
I know you know to know me. But you know me as a friend, but you know to know what is inside me. I know they talk off key. My father and mother will not get information again. Tinubu will not win 20. If you watch this man on channels yesterday, this one Hausa man,
I did watch him. I did watch him. He said a whole lot also.
Yes, when time reach, bro, wait now.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Let's take some more reactions right now. Joseph on the WhatsApp platform writes, although he's telling me that the signal in his area is not too clear, I hope that my engineers are hearing and will do the needful. Thank you very much, Joseph. But again, reacting to federal government planning to increase the salaries of government officials like the president, senators, and political office holders, he writes, it's quite unfortunate that politicians don't think about the well-being of the masses. Why not increase the salaries of primary school teachers, military officers, and pay students to encourage education? Marvin, very soon I will be texting you from Japan. Joseph, let me know when you are going. I might tag along. Anyways, moving on right now to another call. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Marvin.
How you doing now? How are you going?
Yeah, this fine now.
Talk to me.
I know you don't hear your voice.
Yeah, you will get an update soon. Very, very soon.
Okay. I want to talk about the increments of government officials, being federal government salary, president and others. So they know how to increase salary. They cannot increase teacher. That make them to be what they want to be or what they have to be. They cannot increase their salary. They cannot increase the army. As it is fighting and security, that is fighting for this nation. They cannot increase their salary. It's only their own. Only God knows how many million they are receiving or billion they are receiving. They want to add it for them again. So that they will reach no and no. Then the poor will get it poorer. There is God to let them remember God.
All right. Thank you very much. Super 93.3 FM. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
I greet you.
Yeah, Papa J from Port Harcourt.
Papa J, go ahead.
My brother.
Yes, sir.
Now this country nowadays, I do. Before these people go open their mouth talk, they don't increase the salary.
Papa J, is he there?
Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, before they go open their mouth talk this thing, they don't increase the salary. Please, sir, I'm calling the attention of administration at oil mill. Please, that turn is there is people that is removing that slab and putting it on the main road. Please, they should look for a bag of cement and count that place so that they should not the last accident that happened there. Please, so what are we doing? We should be safety conscious.
That is true.
God bless you and God bless this country.
God bless you real good also. I think the necessary authorities should do the needful, especially as regards that road. We'll start taking reactions right now from WhatsApp as regards, the voice notes coming in. And the very earliest was Matthew Kalio. Let's take that right now.
Marvin, good morning. Also greet all Rivers people listening to us this morning. My name is Matthew Kalio in Port Harcourt. Yes, Rivers Sole Administrator planning to contest for gubernatorial election in his state come 2027. It's a very, very welcome and laudable project for him. Well, I want to use this medium in saying that if this man is allowed to go without rendering a very detailed, comprehensive account of how Rivers money were squandered within his 6 months reign as sole administrator, then the world will hear the voice of Rivers people. All Rivers elites, sons and daughters, eminent personalities of Rivers State, our elders, opinion leaders, all of us should rally around and make sure that this man presents a very thorough, detailed, comprehensive account of every kobo spent during this period under review. Because the governor of Rivers State, prior to his suspension, left some huge amount of money in our coffers. Now also, given the fact that billions or trillions of naira are coming into Rivers State on a monthly basis as a state allocation from Abuja. So, no capital project, no good project being embarked upon by this government. Therefore, I'm of the opinion whether he wants to contest presidential position or I want to be the next president of the world, it's none of my business. But before he leaves office, he should render a detailed, comprehensive account of every couple spent. Hence, I think Rivers will roll out the drums. Thank you very much. Matthew Kalio.
Matthew, thank you very much. Moving on right now to another voice note, but that will be after this particular message sent by a celebrity shoemaker. And he writes, Marvin, how much is the salary of a politician? What will heaven... Okay, I think he's trying to say that will heaven fall if they increase the army, doctors, teachers, and civil servants' salary? Is this how they want to win the 2027 elections? I don't know. Fine mind. Let's also get to hear from you.
Good morning, my brother Marvin J. Fine mind from Port Harcourt. My brother Marvin, when will these politicians stop offending us? by taking inhumane and inconsiderate actions. How on earth would our leaders, with the level of suffering and the pains that people are going through in this country, consider increasing their salaries when the poor masses, the people that are fighting in the front to keep us secured, are not being well paid and taken care of? You want to add to the suffering by allocating millions again to yourselves when they are one of the most paid political leaders in the whole world. So unfortunate. That is so inhumane of them. So all the cry and the suffering of the people in the country means nothing to them. It's so unfortunate. On the return of the governor, I think there is nothing to celebrate about it. The governor has disappointed us. He has disappointed the people of Rivers State by deciding to submit to oppression and illegality. And true Rivers people will not celebrate it because there's nothing good about it. What is he coming to do? Coming to work under an instituted authority that has been instituted already? What about the people that sacrifice their lives and everything for him, making themselves enemies of some people that feel they have everything? What will be their lot? To me, I'm not happy with the governor. His coming back is nothing to be celebrated about. There's nothing to be celebrated in his coming back. We are waiting for them in 2027. Thank you, Fine Mind from Port Harcourt.
Fine Mind, thank you very much. Take some more calls now. Hello, good morning to you.
Yes, Marvin, quick one, please.
Yeah.
Quick one.
Frank, right?
Yes, Mr. Frank. Ibas want to do what? I don't think that information is coming from him.
No, it's not coming from him. I did say it wasn't coming from him. Speculations here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying because he knows how we do in Cross River State. We don't drag state. President 2 will finish with 8 years, and we now go back to North. This is South time. That's how we share it. We don't drag the matter. So I don't know how the information comes out. If he pass bring money saying one contest, match up. He will not even try it. He won't try it. One lie, he won't try it. Because there's a sharing formula since 1999. Start with Donald Duke. Nearly more, then move to Ben. Then now Prince. No, they can't try. If you try,
who is to say that things would not change? Let's move on though. Super93.3 FM. Good morning.
The very distinguished Marvin Ugochukwu Ukwoma.
The very distinguished Ada Temple Okere, all the way from Chatham House in Eche. Good morning.
I celebrate you this morning, brother. One chance syndicate caught in Roboco.
Yes, sir.
Am I right? That's a good one. That is a good one. I think now police do our this local vigilant people. Which one?
Now vigilante do. Now vigilante I see for the social media. I don't know whether they handle.
Because I don't say police. Their attention is very much divided. They never collect money for road finish.
You don't start.
I want to sincerely celebrate them.
Yeah.
I want to sincerely celebrate them. They are doing a very wonderful job. Please, they should keep it up. Continue to do the needful within the confines of their environment they find themselves. And to police, let them help us to help themselves. Let them come out for roads. They should stop constituting nuisance and join these guys to track this criminal element within our roads, our streets, that is causing a lot of havoc. So Nigerians who are, working tirelessly to put food on their table. And so these vigilante guys again, the very distinguished Marvin.
Yeah.
Kudos for them. They deserve it. And sometimes I begin to wonder. They say, my governor, the 18 September to come back. Who's wearing the eye this thing? But although I believe Mr. President will do the needful. And the other House of Assembly members that were also suspended. But you want to tell me that Mr. Evans, the illegal administrator is pushing forward to complete projects. It's very distinguished man. Which project in particular? Because if you come down to AJ, all the projects my governor awarded here in AJ has been on a standstill. Even the ones important. Look at the ring road. So which one is he pushing forward to complete? I feel that the salary way in the pay because that is what has been doing. Somebody can challenge me that this is another thing. After paying salary, this is what they have done with our money for the past 5 months. The IGR and the allocation coming from Abuja, what are you done with this? Coming to tell us the story. I celebrate you once again. Enjoy yourself.
All right, you too. Super 93.3 FM, the review. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
I greet you.
Yes, my name is Chief Comrade.
Comrade, go ahead.
Yes, the suspended governor high September to come back to office. Well, it's a good one. He will go back to his office because he himself celebrated the president for declaring state of emergency. Because without that state of emergency, if impeachment takes place, he wouldn't have high September to come back. Because if he has been impeached, he has left office forever. But the suspension has saved him. So I think, yes, there is nothing bad for him to come back to office.
Okay.
And let him also look at things that he has not been doing right, that maybe make call for all this buhaha within the state and correct the abnormality. And also, the sole administrator commissioning project, I think, it's a good one because a lot of billions has been spent since his adjunction of office. And if nothing is being commissioned, I think posterity has to speak for him. And if that speaks, it won't be a good thing because we had some other generation that is yet on board. So whatever we are doing here on earth, we shouldn't feel that, yes, this is where it will end. There is a posterity. I remain Chief Comrade. I am brave.
Chief Comrade, thank you very much. Bless you also. Before we go back to the phone calls and some more reactions right now, quickly, the One Chance Syndicate that was caught in Rupok Port Harcourt was actually caught by the OSPAC security team. And I'm looking at the social media page right now, and so many reactions because, like I said, if you look at the video, you will see mothers, you see fathers, and of course, you would start asking yourself, don't these people also have their own children at home that they left to come and be doing One Chance as it is right now? We see this one saying, and this comes from Mimi Morgan, it says, I see some people's best mother in the world, though, to Fiakwa. And another person here coming through, Uzo Amaka Vivian, sending this one, says that they should deal with them very well. The people there, make I reserve my talk. Another one here from Ugochukwu Amadi says, thank God they caught them. And we'll take some more reactions now. Hello, good morning to you. All right, we lost that one. Keep them coming. Let's go back right now to the WhatsApp platform where we see this one coming through from Ogubolo Kento.
Ogubolo Kento is my name. I am paying the hearing that Nigerian politicians are talking about increasing their salaries. Look at our pensioners. Marvin, are we going to see when we gather pensioners, when they gather pensioners just to give them 15,000, to give them 10,000? Look at the suffering they pass through. After serving their nation for 35 years, look at those that are currently civil servants. What can they show of serving their country for 35 years? Nothing. You are paying them 70-something thousand. Why we buy rice? How much do we buy rice in this country? We buy rice 80-something thousand, 100,000. At the same time, the same politicians that we kill under the sun, under the rain to food, we are increasing their salary. Why those of us that elect them to that position, we have nothing to offer. Who do us this thing for this country? Look at our hospitals. They are dead. Why not say let us channel these resources to increase, to better the lives of this ordinary man on the streets? Oh God, Marvin, this is a decision that I think, if implemented, will want to destroy democracy, will not make democracy stand. We condemn it in its entirety. Mr. President, please, any move to increase the salary of the political leaders, stop it. Take, for example, how much is the professor being paid? You will see somebody that is a councillor without a first school level certificate. You are paying him millions. In less than 3 years, you cannot recognize that man. But somebody that has served the station for how many years, nothing good to show for it. I condemn that act. I remain Ogubolo Kento.
Kanto, thank you very much. Let's move on right now. Kerry Henry, you also sent in a voice note. We'll take that and we'll then probably go to the Facebook page this morning. But first, this is the call coming in. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Can you walk away from your radio set, please?
Yes, I'll walk out of the radio.
All right, go ahead.
It's a pity that we ourselves are most of the problem in the sense that the fact cattle money these people are stealing with, they are using it to punish us because
None of them are using both their allowances whatsoever they are taking from the office. So, brother, I must tell you that our leaders, they are wicked because they don't have us in their mind until when we stop what we are giving to them, because everybody are looking up there. Then you are using part of what you are suffering upon to pay them, because some of them are with their shishi. They don't buy anything. So until when my president, my councillor, or my senatorial whatsoever got to know that what they are dealing on to us is very bad, it is then we will see, because until we wage the rules, if we refuse to wage the rules, these people have nothing to offer us because they are wicked. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. Straight right now to the Facebook page. Noali Beffy, I will take yours very, very soon. But this one is coming from James in the Free K. I hope that's your name, by the way. He says, Mr. Matthew. Okay. Like I said, react to the headlines and not individuals. Thank you very much. We'll take another one right now. This one says that for the political class in Nigeria to consider increasing their already huge salaries, they have proven that they don't take the sufferings of Nigerians seriously. If salaries are to be increased, it should be the security personnel who suffer daily at the front with poor ammunition. This selfish move should be resisted with vehemence. Still taking reactions from the Facebook page right now. Good morning, Marvin. This one is come from Monday. It says, my name is Monday Esua. It goes on to say that federal government plans to increase salaries for Tinubu and others politicians. It's laughable. Organized crime is on the rise daily after day by day in this country. But for the presidency, taunting coalition for losing the by-election is not necessary at all. It goes on to say that let them wait and see what will happen in 2027. But it's enough from Clap, they know how dance could be now. All right, Noali Befi coming through, talking about the headline that talked about the 1 in 4 Nigerian not fathers of their biological children. As it is right now, he goes on to say that Nobi, today we know this one. Many men out there know this, but shame wouldn't allow them to go and probably do the right thing. Okay, thank you very much for coming through. Egbo Mba coming through, and he writes, talking about the 69,376 registered voters in 7 hours shows how serious Nigerians are in ensuring that they want to do things differently come 2027. Nevertheless, we are still advocating for an automatic and credible election. Automated, I think, and credible election. I think that's what a lot of persons are saying. The ADC is very serious in defeating APC come suspend right now. Let me see if I can take one more, and that will be it. Dr. Mrs. Samuel Leber coming through from Owerri says we have all that it takes to develop this country, but it's held ransom by some greedy and selfish people. Good leadership is a luxury in Nigeria, a country where evil has been allowed to be stirred and ravage our polity unchallenged. She goes on to say that good leaders don't take advantage, intimidate, or diminish their subjects. A lost nation is one in which hunger and jobless people blindly support those responsible for their agony and misery. We will keep speaking out and tell the truth. Thank you very much, Madam from Owerri. There's a lot we can take right now. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, I'll be joined by Barrister Courage Nsemuvo as we talk about something more salient. We hear that the non-governmental organization he actually is in, the Spirit Consult, will actually filed a case asking that the Senate impeach Mr. President. That's going to be a juicy conversation for the next 30 minutes. Join us when we come back. Good morning.
missing out on your favorite shows? Now we got you covered.
You can now download the Super FM Global app on your Google Play Store or iOS Store and enjoy the best of programs, news, sports, music, and lots more on Super FM Global app.
Stay up to date with your favorite shows and interact with your favorite OEPs on Super FM Global app. You're just a click away from a whole quality radio experience.
Super FM Global app. Be informed, be inspired, and be influenced.
Spread the news.
Wake up to the freshest stories from the nation's dailies.
Your weekdays just got upgraded with a Super Breakfast Show, Mondays to Fridays.
6 a.m. to 10 a.m. daily.
Those who did not support me, you have nothing to fear.
Join in-depth analysis.
We are urging the multinational companies to do more in protecting their facilities within the areas.
With facts and exclusive interviews with those that matter on the issue.
It's alleged that the process is over. The process is not over because it is faulty. Results were not uploaded, and if those results were not uploaded, we are definitely going to contest the authenticity of whatever presentation is being made here.
That does not mean I will allow anybody to crumble our political structure. It will not happen.
I want you to know that there is no amount that is too big to pay for peace.
From politics to business.
And urban and lifestyle issues.
The Senate President has sent prayers to your mailboxes.
No provision is there for fresh subsidy. The fresh subsidy is gone.
And yes, the sports fans aren't left out. Join Mary J for the goals, saves, and touchdowns.
But first, we start with the kids on the Super Kiddies Breakfast Show on their ride to school.
All these and many more, only the Super Breakfast Show.
6 a.m. to 10 a.m. daily.
Join the frenzy.
As the countdown to the local government election don start, Super 93.3 FM na your number one source for everywhere matters.
And all these lies about expired and not expired, was he the one that appointed me?
They wrote a letter to the national. The letter is there, 5th of February, that they have suspended from our own ward.
Politics is too important to be left to politicians. It's all about the fact that we need new blood, fresh blood.
From campaigns to candidates and the promises wey dem dey make and the real wahala wey dey affect you for grassroots.
The right thing should be done, not because of their selfish interest.
Are you still aware that 95% of the market that owns in state belongs to local government?
We don't expect that we partake in a process or a product of a process we never believed in, and that was why we have to pull out of the election.
We're ready to go to our various units, cast the vote and defend the vote.
No miss the LG mandate. Now a special 45 minutes program wey full with facts, voices and conversation wey go keep you informed every Monday and Wednesday from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. and every Tuesday and Thursday for afternoon from 1 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. Now only for Super 93.3 FM you dey get am. The LG mandate, na your right to know.
Welcome back. 4 minutes gone past 9 o'clock. Don't forget that 9:30 it'll be time for the Real Estate Hour with Treasure Timmy Dari. You like to call him Double T. We're having a special edition today with some key stakeholders in the real estate business. But right now on the issue, let's get talking. PLEX Center for Civic Education Initiative, and of course they like to call themselves the People's Advocate, have in a way, you want to say have petitioned, and asked that the Senate impeach Mr. President. Joining us right now is Professor Courage Instant Removal. I want to say good morning to you, Courage. I know when I saw this, I brought it to your attention that we need to have this conversation, and quickly you also obliged us. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much, Marvin. Thank you, Super FM, for having me.
So many questions to ask right now, but we want to first of all ask.
My regards to Shegun,
yes.
and thank you to people.
So many questions begging for answers, Courage. One, could you briefly explain the basis of your call for the impeachment of Mr. President?
Thank you very much. The basis of my call our call for the impeachment of Mr. President is on the basis of the Constitution. Now, if you look at Section 143 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, it talks about removal of the president from office. And it says that the president or the vice president may be removed from office in accordance with the provisions of this section whenever notice of any allegation in writing signed by not less than 1/3 of the members of the National Assembly is presented to the President of the Senate, stating that the holder of the office of the President or Vice President is guilty of gross misconduct. And then, if you noticed in that letter, we defined gross misconduct in line with a decision of the Honorable Court, Honorable Justice Mustafa JSC, who defined gross misconduct. He said gross misconduct has been defined under subsection 2 of section 188, that gross misconduct means grave violation or breach of the provisions
and you believe, Courage,
of
that
the Constitution.
Courage, you believe that Mr. President's action meets this definition? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Please allow me to land.
Okay.
So if you check the meaning of gross misconduct, it says breach of the Nigerian Constitution. And then we went to set out the particulars of claim, right? The allegations of how the president breached the Constitution. The first misconduct, which is breach of the Nigerian Constitution, we alleged is that the president suspended the governor of Rivers State and the House of Assembly and appointed an unconstitutional entity. So if you look at the Constitution, which and the provision of the Constitution which the president relied on, section 305, right? That provision of law gives him power to declare state of emergency, but it doesn't give him power to remove an elected governor. And even when the National Assembly is allowed to take over the State House of Assembly, the Constitution clearly states that provided you will not do anything to remove the governor or deputy governor. So that is one of the allegations against Mr. President, because the Supreme Court has also stated in the case of Attorney General of Plateau State against Attorney General of the Federation that the president exceeded his powers when he removed an elected governor. So the court was simply saying you do not have the power to remove an elected governor. An elected governor can only be removed through the process of the Constitution, which is by resignation or by impeachment by the State House of Assembly, which they tried, they could not because the Chief Judge was not on their side, right? Or by permanent incapacitation or by death. So there is no provision in the Constitution that gives the president the power to remove a sitting governor. You can bring in military security if there is a security situation. And you and I know that in Rivers State, yes, there was some kind of disturbance, but not that kind of issue. But even if there was, then it's a security situation, bring in the military. The second allegation is the power of the president to give directives to the governor. If you remember in 2023, when they had that meeting the president directed the governor to do 1, 2, 3, 8 things. Now, there is a decision of court that states that the states in Nigeria and in a federal system of government, they are autonomous. So it says in that particular case, Honorable Justice Udoma said, on the basis of the provision of the Constitution and having regard to the autonomy of states and realizing that the governor is bound only to enforce all laws constitutionally made by the State House of Assembly, I accept the submissions made by Chief Williams, learned counsel for the defendant, and I am satisfied that neither the National Assembly nor the President has the constitutional power to impose any new duty on the governor of the state. Such an imposition would normally meet with resentment and refusal. If you notice, when the governor came back in December from that meeting, we went to court and we said, Governor, you do not have the constitutional right to do this. So in doing that, the president also breached the provisions of the law. Finally, the third ground that we allege that there is misconduct by the president is whether the president has the power to make retroactive executive orders or any executive order in contravention of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended.
And this is concerning the local government elections, right?
Yes. A few days, towards the end of last month, right? The president put out an executive order called Emergency Powers, Conduct of Local Government Council Election and Local Government Elections Tribunal Proceeding Regulation 2025, wherein the president gave the unconstitutional sole administrator the power to appoint Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission chairman and members. First of all, that appointment had been done illegally. Now the president is giving him the power after he did it. So that is retroactive or retrospective, and that is not allowed. Then secondly, you're making an executive order when the Constitution has stated in section 198 and 201 that only the governor can appoint this body and only the governor can remove this body. Now, section 1, subsection 2 of the Constitution says, if you make any law that is inconsistent with this Constitution, that law is to the extent of its inconsistency null and void. And section 1 of the Constitution starts by saying that this Nigerian Constitution is supreme over all authorities. So even though section 5 of the Constitution gives you the power to make executive orders, that provision says the executive orders you're making are subject to the provisions of this Constitution, which means you can't make any executive order that is inconsistent with the provisions of this Constitution. So in doing so, the president has also breached the Constitution.
All right, Courage, we don't have so much time, and I have so many questions to ask right now regarding this. Brilliant points you have made, and if we go by the letters, it should be A for A and B for B as it is right now. Perhaps even the impeachment process should even have begun yesterday and finished yesterday. But seriously, looking at the indices on ground, do you strongly believe? And of course, looking also at the body language of the National Assembly that we have today, and seeing the bromance between them and the presidency as it were right now, do you strongly believe that they will take you seriously?
Now, did you believe that Governor Siminalayi Fubara and Wike will split up within a very, very short period of time? Somebody like he would have said, give it 2 years, give it 3 years, right? Before we will have these issues. You didn't believe that there would be an implosion. We did not also believe that there would have been an implosion in Rivers State between Rotimi Amechi and Wike. They were best together. So that is the same way the president, everybody may look at him and say, oh, he has a very cozy relationship with the, yes, prima facie, that's what we see. But we are giving them a reason to impeach the president when the opportunity comes. You never know what will happen. And this is our way of participating. The Constitution says every citizen has a right to participate in the governance. That's section 14, subsection 1 of that of the Constitution. So this is our way of participating in the system. And then, yes, the letter gets to them. They will decide what to do. But we as active citizens, we are in a democracy. Democracy has given you means to air your own protest, right? And we have been on the streets. Marvin, what have we not done? Now, this is what we need to do.
Courage, your line is breaking now. Courage, your line is breaking. Courage, your line is breaking, Courage. But before, let's see if we can get more calls come in, and then we'll reconnect you back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good to have you.
This is Honorable Chris.
Chris, go ahead. Courage, you'd have to wait a bit. Courage, go ahead.
When you hear town teaching from people that follow due process or law, you can be able to leave your radio on. Okay? When you hear from all those typical jobbers, I just quickly turn off my radio. Mr. President, I've said it with that number. As long as Fobara refused to sign that 8-point agenda, and who wrote that 8-point agenda? Between FCC minister and the president, they have questions to answer. You cannot turn the Nigerian constitution off, and if we have any, you want me to obey you to follow this kind of illegal. Look at what is going on in Rivers. Who is the governor of Rivers State? Is it Abbas? If I ask many children now in my location here, who is the governor of Rivers State? Many of them don't even know it. They still think that it's Fobara. Is the governor of Rivers State? I've told you this time with that number. Very soon, I will contest for leadership in Rivers State, and I will win. I will be king of Amainabo or Ikoriland. Watch and see.
Well, go and test your popularity. Super 93.3 FM, good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother.
I greet you.
Yeah, congratulations from Boris.
Clinton, talk to us.
You see, the truth of the matter is that some of us claim we know too much in this country. The governor who is the one affected by the decision of Mr. President have agreed and even thanked Mr. President for taking this bold step for Rivers State. I wonder what this policy wants. You will see the Constitution of Nigeria, you will turn it upside down. Why are you crying more than the bereaved? The governor has not a day come out to speak ill of Mr. President. He is the one affected. I don't know where we are heading to.
What if he's doing that? What if he's doing that under undue influence? You know, and again, you know, you would not say because he is acting in that way, the right thing should not be done, especially from the PLX Center.
What is the right thing? What is the right thing? Let him tell us what the right thing is. Okay, let him go to court and tell you in court. Let them do that. Because all this back and forth, we want progress in Rivers on 18th of September. But they keep on bringing crisis to the state. Elders, where are the elders today? Where are the elders that took the president of the court today? Please, let's just give peace a chance in this state.
All right, Courage, let me bring you back, and hopefully your line is clearer right now. You'd help me unmute your mic. Thank you. I hope your line is clearer now. You just heard the man there, that all these might also stir up, unwanted, atmosphere. Already, we're looking at September, for the man to come through. If you go on social media, there are banners everywhere. Calm down for Fubara to return. Don't you think this also will stir up the policy? And perhaps Mr. President might say, okay, another 6 months. Hello, Courage. Go ahead.
We should not accept impunity. He said the governor is the bereaved. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Courage. Good. Go ahead.
Now, I said we should not accept impunity in Rivers State. He said the governor is the bereaved, but I beg to differ. we, the people of Rivers State, are the bereaved. The projects have stopped. If you go to Rupoku, the ring road, that project had stopped for a long time. Who is feeling the pain? The people of Rivers State. And when you talk about a social contract in a democracy, it's a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. We elected the governor. We employed the governor. So the governor is not the bereaved. It's our mandate, our electoral mandate that was stolen. So who should cry out? Is it the governor or we the people? The governor even doesn't have any right to tell Rivers State people to keep quiet. But we that understand what democracy is, of the people, for the people, we must speak out so that this nonsense does not happen again. It's a rape of democracy. And when you defend democracy, you must come out and push through the processes allowed by law. So that is what we are doing. He does not understand democracy, and he's speaking from a terrible point of ignorance.
All right, let's take another call now. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good to have you. Go ahead.
I want to ask, what is the government? I will return.
Your line is breaking. We can't take that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Marvin.
Good to have you.
Yes, Obed Chima is my name.
Obed, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yes, Marvin. I think your guest has made a valid point. The problem we have in Nigeria is that we accept whatever those in government throws at us. The constitution is clear. It is glaring. Even the vice president alludes to the fact that the president does not even have power to remove a councillor. You understand? So he has said that. And the president is still doing a whole lot of illegality here in Rivers State to the extent that the gazette that surfaced online, the president modifying the powers of the sole administrator, which means the president now suspended or amended constitution by himself. And somebody will call and say, people are talking what does not concern them. So it means that the issues of Rivers State is not our business. Does Rivers State belong to a certain individual? We have the right, we all are stakeholders in this very state. We have the right to air out our view when we know that the president is doing the wrong thing.
All right, Obed.
The president is not bigger than Nigerian constitution.
All right, Obed, thank you very much. Tamna Kuro, let's take you right now.
Good morning, Marvin, and then good morning to Barrister Courage. You know, I've been following for some days now. To talk about Nigerian matter, they tire me. And I'm very sincere in all honesty and humility to talk about Nigerians' issues, or River State issues. You know, like I would always say, people like Wiki are putting up very bad precedents for some of us who are coming up, who would always refer to how he affected as young politicians. Now, about the matter in court, as instituted by Barrister Courage and his team, can we, okay, he had just mentioned that even if, just like Marvin had also mentioned, that even if this thing doesn't happen, looking at the bromance that they have now, that he's already creating a reason why. You think that they don't know? The person and character of Godswill Akpabio is one who is always quick to incline to whoever is in power. Remember how close he was to Jonathan? And then Buhari came and he ran to Buhari. Tinubu came. Someone had contested against Tinubu at APC's primaries. But because of how bad and poor our system is, you contested as the president and they still kept your senatorial seat for you. You went to court and you still won in court, and then you became Senate president. That is how bad and corrupt our system is in Nigeria. And I don't know how long or when things will get better. But whatever Courage is doing, he's just entertaining and informing us. We know that this thing will not see the light of the day.
Interesting. Super 93.3 FM, good morning to you.
Yeah, morning, Marvin. Special Douglas from Jared.
Douglas, go ahead.
Yes, please. I'm not going to say what I'm saying in its literal terms or in a derogatory manner, but I want to say that Courage there has not studied the law to understand the law. I'm not derogating him, but in as much as he is still up till today insists that the lawmakers defected, even when Section 109 describes how defection is and what makes a seat vacant, that it is only by the declaration by the Speaker of the House that the seat can be declared vacant. And he is supporting the decision of the governor then to make these guys irrelevance in the assembly, which made the Supreme Court to say that there was no governance in this state, which said that the governor was acting like a despot. To today, people like Courage are still saying that decision was wrong. I would say that Courage does not know law very well. Listen, Marvin, let me tell you. The situation he's comparing between the judgment of as regards the Plateau State government then under Obasanjo and today, it's not the same. The judgment then was the removal of governor. Today's one is suspension of governor. If he is saying that the governor to remove and suspension was unconstitutional, let him say it according to constitution. Did the constitution say suspension or removal?
All right, Douglas, thank you very much. This is all we can take from you right now. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I greet you. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, super bright. Let me tell you, the president is acting based on the script presented to him. You see, the guy went to Igbo man, they talk. Igbo man say, if he will not believe in the morning, go believe in that, if he not believe in that thing, he go believe in this. You see, this is happening in River State. The president, like the script where they presented to him, like the art, but to crown it all, Barrister Courage don't explain everything. So we're waiting for the president to step down. Thank you. God bless you.
Well, that would be a strong one, a tall order, if you ask me. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Marvin.
Yeah, good morning. You have 1 minute.
I'm Barrister Courage.
Go ahead.
Courage is so very well. I am God in Junior Port Harcourt. Listen to what is happening in the state regarding Fubara and Yinton Wiki. Why are they not coming out to say this is what we are agreeing on? You know what they are agreeing on? Who control equality?
Oga, you don't carry con. But Courage, we have to wrap it up right now, and let's get your final thoughts. Generally, you've heard the people, and again, a lot of persons are still not wanting to take it all in to say that this might actually be an effort in futility. Talk to us.
Okay, I might take exception to that statement that I don't know the law. The young man that spoke, I don't know if it's an elderly man that spoke, I said Plateau State is removal, River State is suspension. The president has no power whatsoever to suspend the governor. He should go and do his research, and I challenge him to a debate any day, even on the issue of the House of Assembly. The fact that the Supreme Court is final does not mean that the Supreme Court cannot err. Even the Supreme Court in the United States of America makes mistake and reverses its own decision. You've seen the shift in decision on abortion, on segregation, same Supreme Court. So he does not understand what we know about democracy. We've been in this field for over 2 decades and we've been doing this work. So we are like the custodians of the law. So we know what we are saying when we speak. We understand the judiciary, we understand the executive, and we understand the legislature. We have not done anything outside the law. When we need to go to court, we go to court. In this instance, we've decided to go to the National Assembly. And the National Assembly has a mandate to the people because they represent the people. So we are speaking to their conscience to take up that responsibility to put out a notice of impeachment against the president for gross misconduct. We have laid out the particulars, put it out on your media pages, let them read. And of course, it's a democracy. People have a right to their own view, whether rightly or wrongly. Some people, their interest is their stomach. We are here to defend the Constitution and the people of Nigeria. Since the leaders have taken an oath to defend the Constitution and they have failed, then we must have to stand up as the salt of society. Thank you very much.
Courage, thank you very much for joining us on the show this morning. It's we don't take you for granted in any way. And of course, as things unfold, please give us an update, especially when they receive and if they start acting on it. Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure, sir. All
right, that was a emergency removal of the PLEX Center, the People's Advocate, they like to call themselves. It's a minute or less than a minute to 9:30 right here. And you definitely know every Tuesday, it's Real Estate Hour with Treasurer Timi Dari. He says if you call him Double T, you will be his friend for life. My name is Marvin J. This is where I drop the anchor on my shift. I'm out.
As the countdown to the local government election don't start, Super 93.3 FM, now your number one source for everywhere matters.
And all these lies about expired and not expired, was he the one that appointed me?
They wrote a letter to the national. The letter is there. 5th of February that they have suspended from our own ward.
Politics is too important to be left to politicians. It's all about the fact that we need new blood, fresh blood.
From campaigns to candidates and the promises where they make and the real wahala where they affect you for grassroots.
The right thing should be done, not because of their selfish interest.
Are you still aware that 95% of the market that owns in state belongs to local government?
We don't expect that we partake in a process or a product of a process we never believed in. And that was why we have to pull out of the election.
We were ready to make sure that we go to our various polling units, cast the vote and defend the vote.
No miss the LG mandate. Now special 45 minutes program wey full with facts, voices and conversation wey go keep you informed every Monday and Wednesday from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. and every Tuesday and Thursday for afternoon from 1 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. Now only for Super 93.3 FM you dey get am. The LG mandate, now your right to know.
We are Super FM.
Hey, get ready for the hottest real estate show in the city of Port Harcourt. Tune into Super 93.3 FM Port Harcourt, one family, one radio station, every Tuesday, 9:30 to 10 a.m. for insight and tips on property investment. Hosted by Treasure Timidari Double T. This show is your go-to guide for all things that concerns real estate. For sponsorship and partnership, you can call 0802 067 9611. 002 067 9611. One family, one radio station. Super 93.3 FM. Real estates are on radio.
Are you ready to power your world the smart way? Switch to solar with Zenelge Global Consulting Limited. Visit us today at number 249 Abloma Road, Port Harcourt. We bring you the best renewable energy. Power your home, business and offices with solar and renewable energy. From solar panels to street lights and electric vehicle charging, Zenelge Global is your trusted partner for a brighter tomorrow. Call us today on 0901 487 0552 or 0803 667 5094 or 4479 468 42419 or send us an email at info@zenloyd.com. Zenelge Global Consulting Limited. Let's help you switch to solar power generation for your homes and businesses.
State, good morning, Garden City, good morning, Nigeria, wherever you're watching me from. Welcome to Real Estate on Super 93.3 FM here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. One family, one radio station. My name is Treasure Timidari. Of course, you know that. Marvin said that already. If you call me that name, we'll be friends for life. And if you just call double, we'll be friends for 3 months. All right, that's by the way. Well, I have something very important we're going to share this morning on the program. But first, let's get to hear this. In today's world, almost everyone claims to be a realtor. But the truth is, real estate is a profession that requires knowledge, training, and integrity. Here in River State, we are fortunate to have a dedicated realtor association that is working tirelessly to ensure that real estate practitioners are well trained, properly organized, and guided by the ethics of the profession. The association is not only safeguarding the industry, but also creating opportunities for members to grow, network, and succeed. One of the major highlights is the upcoming real estate conference here in the city of Port Harcourt, a gathering designed to empower professionals with insight, skills, and connections that all will shape the future of real estate in our state and beyond. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the importance of this association, the benefit it offers, and what you can expect from this landmark conference. Wow. Today, I've got everyone involved in this association here, from the president, the vice president, the chairman of the organizing committee, the secretary, and the publicity director. Stay tuned as we delve into the estate. Real estate are on Super 93.3 FM here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. Don't go away, we'll be back after now.
Are you ready to power your world the smart way? Switch to solar with Zenelge Global Consulting Limited. Visit us today at number 249 Abloma Road, Port Harcourt. We bring you the best renewable energy. Power your home, business and offices with solar and renewable energy. From solar panels to street lights and electric vehicle charging, Zenelge Global is your trusted partner for a brighter tomorrow. Call us today on 0901 487 0552 or 0803 667 5094 or 4479 468 42419 or send us an email at info@zenloyd.com. Zenelge Global Consulting Limited. Let's help you switch to solar power generation for your homes and businesses.
All right, welcome back. Today I'll be speaking with the people that came together to put this organization, the Realtors Association. Is a Port Harcourt Realtors Association now. Well, I have here with me this morning Ambassador Jovita Surunda, the one we call the Ikulu Real Estate. She is the president of the association. I'd like to welcome you this morning to the show.
Thank you, sir.
Ambassador Jovi.
Thank you, sir.
One that is winning all the cars in the city of Port Harcourt. All right, and of course, Mr. Ifeanyi Joseph. Okay, so no, let me do the protocol. Mr. Emeka Ayawo, the vice president, is also here. Is he here right now?
Yeah,
okay, he's going to join us, of course. And then we have here Mr. Ifeanyi Onwura Joseph, the chairman of the conference committee. I saw the way he was smiling at me. And then we have Mrs. Nora C. Efemena, who is the conference publicity coordinator. All right. And of course, we have Mr. David Nelson Odu, who is secretary, Port Harcourt Realtors Association. So on this show this morning, we started this show and we were trying to educate people. Our vision is to educate people and investors, those who are going to real estate business, to understand what they are going into. We've had a lot of series of complaint about people being scammed, through some real estate companies, some agents, and all of that. And we've tried to educate them. We brought developers here. We brought project coordinators, property lawyers. There was a lawyer that was there, and he gave us what we need to do to get all of this. And then we also had last week an engineer talk to us about investors and people, trying to shortchange people by bringing quacks, into the industry. But today I'm happy I'm having you guys here, and it's we'll be trying to get you guys here. But finally you're here. So Ambassador Jovita, tell us exactly what this association is all about, and why did you decide to get the association to put together?
All right. The Port Harcourt Realtors Association is an active and recognized association of realtors of over 300 realtors in Port Harcourt. And the aim is to establish a synergy and collaboration among developers, among realtors, and amongst the clients too. And also to help train our members as well. And also to build this confidence between our clients too. So we are like the bridge between the clients and the developers.
Okay, now let me ask this normal question. If I call you agents, do you like that name? Because we have agents. So what is the difference between agents, land agents, and your association? Because this is very important for people to understand.
Yeah, for me, personally, I see this what we do as professionals.
Okay.
There is a whole high level of professionalism in what we do as realtors. So if you call me an agent, I get upset. Really. Yes, because
you don't like that word.
I don't like that word because I don't know. I'm not an agent. You're an agent of darkness. So I'm trained, and all of us trained, and we are also ensuring that we keep training our members, and we are doing a whole lot and a lot of programs outlined for this year, even after the conference. Actually, the essence of this conference is also to educate our members. That is why we had to sort out for the best of speakers, and also have the developers on ground. That day, we are going to be having panel sections. The developers are going to be on ground. Also, we throw our questions to our concerns as realtors to the developers. And remember that it's not only for realtor salon, anybody passionate about real estate.
That's what I was going to. Now let me ask my guy here is the guy. Now tell us what do you say is the state of real estate industry in Rivers State? Will you say we are doing well? You say we're not doing well because I think the association, why I decided to bring you, because if we must understand, she said she's not a land agent, but we have a lot of people who are land agents that will sell land to 2-3 different, the same plot of land to 2-3 different persons. And then it cause confusion, people go to start going to court for years, you have already invested your money, you cannot access your property. What would you say is the state of the industry with your association now?
Okay, all right, that's a very nice question. The truth of the matter is that the state of real estate in the River State is going well. We understand, and we're having a lot of well development going on currently in the state. If you look down back there in River State, you hardly see a well developed estate with buildings. But when you move around the state today, you see a lot of beautiful estates with buildings. In fact, now we are competing with Lekki standard now in Abuja. But before, you can't see that in the States. So architectural design, wonderful maps, tide road, drainage system, and all these things is happening because of the Realtors Association we have now in the States. Because we are pushing everything to ensure that all our clients get what they want. So if you come to River State now, everybody wants to buy from the real estate companies because of what we are giving out to the society.
All right, let me ask, my that smile is just real estate in me. Okay, now let's ask this question now. Many people says everyone is a realtor.
Yeah.
So what risk do clients face when they work with untrained and unregistered agents?
First of all, being a realtor makes you understand criteria of purchasing a land. Some people don't know that aside getting a property, there are other things you could look out for. If that property is actually registered, then the survey plan, if it's registered with a registered surveyor,
which a land agent may not have time for look at.
Yes, to look out for.
Okay.
Then you look out for the layout, because from there you can map out what the person is going for. So details like this, common agents cannot attest to it.
Their own is just to land day here.
Money.
They have plot 100 by 50.
Yeah.
They just marked it and then they tell you to go, and they don't have time to ask questions.
Yes, and another aspect of it is to look the documents of the land. What kind of title it's been given to that land? We have different kind of title. We have deed of assignment and we have CFO. So those kind of things are what we as registered rectors look out for to avoid story that touches the heart, because those are decisions that people are making and they rely on you to give them the best knowledge to that property. So that's what makes us different from agents, because we are knowledgeable.
Okay, Ambassador Jovita, let me bring this to you now. There's something that was going on before. I know that it's difficult for people to not to fall prey. Sometimes you as realtors, before you sell a land or sell properties to people, do you really get facts from this developers, those who already have this property? Because some people just feel, okay, I'm a realtor and I just want to just sell property, maybe get information on Facebook or social media and just take to people, and people who don't even understand this. So I want to find out, what is your association doing? Do you work in partnership with Radar? Do you work in partnership with the real estate owners, or you just on your own?
No, we work in partnership with real estate developers, and we have a due diligence committee set out for the purpose of verification. Yes, so in our association, just to ensure that before we carry out the act of selling any particular product, we make a due diligence verification in regards to, because what we do is selling relationship, and if you don't carry out this process actually the way it's supposed to be, you might end up having issues too. Because before you sell that property, and that's why we are trained, remember, before you sell that property, you should be able to know about what you're selling. You should know the history of the property, know how the developer acquired the property, know if that property is registered. Because every property, any estate is firstly, after the purchase is made between the developer and the seller. Yes, they should go forward to registering it at the ministry too. So you should be able to know that, even if you see the layout, is he having a registered number? Then That with that and some other verifications we also do will now ascertain if we are actually going to push forward in starting that particular.
All right, quickly because of our time, let's take one question and then we'll take a break and then we'll talk about the conference. All right, let me ask now, who is supposed to, what are the benefits of members joining your association? And what do you benefit if I want to become a realtor? I want to join an association. I'm already a realtor, but I want to join an association. What do I stand to benefit?
Okay, because I talked about it, but then this association is like a mother body for all realtors, right? So we are here to advocate for our members' interests. We're also here to also help train our members too. So also to build that confidence amongst our clients, I meant to say. So because we carry out this due diligence, most realtors are not in the know. They don't even know how to begin the process of going to check if this land is genuine or not. And remember that in this association, we have top realtors that have been here seasoned over years. So they understand this processes. So we help to guide the younger ones.
So how do the general public, those investors, identify members of the association? How do they identify you? How do they know the difference between you and just an ordinary agent? Because it's important. For me, maybe I just come into Port Harcourt, I just came into town now, and I want to invest in the property, and I want someone that will help me, get this thing. Do you understand? And I just see maybe people say, land for sale, property for sale, and then I just call the person. So how do I know that this person is a professional and a member of your association? How?
I wouldn't blame the clients if they don't know, because what we can only do is just to keep pushing for publicity, right? So what the client should also know before you go to buy a property from any realtor, you should ask questions too, so that you know that this person is actually, somebody trusted to be able to put your investment.
All right. All right. If you're just tuning in, the program is the Real Estate Hour on Super 93.3 FM here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt with your main man, the real estate guy, Double T. We'll take a short break now. When we return, we'll talk about the conference because I want to be in that conference. I also want to learn. I want to become a realtor because yes, what I'm doing here is also selling property and selling everything. So I should be a member, So please don't go away. We'll take a short break now. We'll return after.
Are you ready to power your world the smart way? Switch to solar with Zenelge Global Consulting Limited. Visit us today at number 249 Abloma Road, Port Harcourt. We bring you the best renewable energy. Power your home, business and offices with solar and renewable energy. From solar panels to street lights and electric vehicle charging, Zenelge Global is your trusted partner for a brighter tomorrow. Call us today on 0901 487 0552 or 0803 667 5094 or 4479 468 42419 or send us an email at info@zenloyd.com. Zenelge Global Consulting Limited. Let's help you switch to solar power generation for your homes and businesses.
All right, welcome back. If you're still tuning in, the program is the Real Estate here on Super 93.3 FM, and I'll be speaking with members and executive members of the Realtors Association here in the city of Port Harcourt. Now, we're going to talk about the conference coming up because, why we do this is to, like I said earlier on, educate people so that people will no longer fall into the hands of scammers. And I'm glad, I'm happy because if I want to actually learn about the Real Estate Developers Association Nigeria, Rivers State chapter, I was glad, I was happy because it shows that, some years back we had how a real estate firm, was duping unsuspecting members. You just pay money and then there was no allocation. And then when you go in there to take possession of your land, you're told that the man has refused to pay the community. I'm not going to call the name of that person, but all of us knew the story in town. And, it became a very big issue because people who had collected their pension were just, some of them had to, some of them died during the process because they couldn't contain that shock where you invested your money, your hard-earned money after so many years of working and you're being paid, and then you take the money to go and buy property, and then when it's time for you to say, sorry, you cannot enter this property because the person who is a developer has not paid the community. So we thank God that this decision has come, and at least they checkmate people. They always tell the public, the people, before you buy, ensure that this person is registered with the association. So what we're going to say now is that before anybody would deal with any agent or so, they should confirm from. So tell us more about this conference And because like I said, I was telling, okay, I think I was telling Emeka, we're going to talk about it because we will definitely want to stream live that program on that day. We'll talk about that. All right, so let's get to know about the conference. When is it coming up, and what are the benefits the people expect during the conference?
Okay, the conference is coming up on the 13th of September by 9 a.m. at Santa Event Center, Sash Road, so in Port Harcourt. So it's a powerful conference whereby we're going to have a lot of speakers, a lot of guest speakers, developers, and investors that we can write the conference.
What's the main idea about this conference?
The main idea is about education.
That's where I was going to educate people so that you understand what you're selling, you know what you're selling. So who is
and a platform actually to interact with these developers, to one-on-one ask questions.
Beautiful. Yeah. Before you sell a property, I think you hear from the person that said that has a property also, and the people can be trained to also identify, people like you. All right, this is good. I'm learning a whole lot, and I want to make money like you're making money. Okay, so now let's ask this question again. In River State, so to say, you heard of those days of the Apple boys, all of these and all of that. Now, how do we manage that with the association? How do you tackle that? How do you work with those people to ensure that if a client buys property through you, he or she doesn't face any kind of issue?
Okay, this question you just asked actually happened some days ago. That was on Saturday. A client of mine got a property and he wanted to fence. While he was doing that, some Obiapo boys came to meet him. But on before that, we've already done some authorization from the company where he got the property from. So the company gave him an authorization to go ahead with the fencing, and that was the paper he showed to the Obiapo people that stopped him. But then they wanted the paper that came from the Obiapo Council itself, which was done by the office. And the office had a subunit of that document, which was one that was authorized, given to my client to sign. So when he called me, I went to the office, took the paper, went to the site, showed them, and they apologized to my client, and he went ahead with the fencing. So cases like this starts from the company that we got the property from. Clarification of the property, identifying that this property is genuine and it has covered the local government aspect of it before coming to the state aspect. So this is where we come in, to make sure that anything that we're selling out there to our clients, it's being cleared down from the local government aspects before the state and Ministry of Land. So that is why we, the professionals, the rectors, will make sure that we do due diligence and stand for our clients in cases like this.
Okay, thank you so very much. I like that. You see, the kind of question I'm asking you are the question that people out there want to hear, want to know. If I'm going to deal with any member of this association, what should I look out for? Do you understand? So I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're going to come back. Like I told you earlier on, we are already partners of this. I want to be hearing your jingles on this show every time. So right now, so we're not going back. From next week, if I would start packaging jingles, monthly stuff, and we intend to increase the time of this program. So I'm sure we can discuss, and then it will be like Realtors Association time, segments on that. So every of the show we talk to people. All right, the program is Real Estate Hour on Super 93.3 FM here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt, and I've been speaking with members of the Port Harcourt Realtors Association. Of course, they're having a conference on September
13th of September.
Where's the venue?
Southern Event Center. Staff Road. Yes.
That's good. So everybody will be there. Is there any gate fee or anything?
Okay, concerning that, the registration for this conference, it's free.
Free, okay.
Yeah, so the only thing they have to do is to go to our Instagram account, Port Harcourt Realtor Association, then click the link on the bio and register for free.
Wow.
Yes.
So once you do that,
you're entitled to a set.
Right.
Or you
go ahead.
Or you can send the number. We send the number to you. You just send PH to 090-335-00322. So once you just send PH to this particular number on WhatsApp, you get the link and you register, and that's all. It's free.
Wow. Any other thing to tell us? Because people want to hear from you guys. Hey, people, you see, real estate has gone beyond the way we used to do that before. Because in Port Harcourt, I'm happy. I think I drove through. I went through somewhere in GRA, and I saw a property being developed, and I was like, wow, in this kind of place. And I went also to Audley Road, and I saw a lot of things changing. Places are changing. Another thing again is this: every time we hear an advert, You just say it's 5 minutes to the 5 minutes to international airport of Agua. Why is he always that? Why is he always that 5 minutes drive to international airport? Anyway, that's by the way. That's just to make people know that it's not too far from the international airport. All right. So, well, thank you so very much, my people. I'm glad that you guys have been able to make it today. But before we go, we will still look at real estate in Rivers State. Let me ask this question. Are people really getting to understand that real estate has, gone beyond the issue of 100 by 50? Not here. We can put tape here. I don't want to call it tribe that is always doing that. It's a tribe that is always doing that. Put 50 by 100. Now here, now this space, now but it's changing. So, what do you see? How do you see the future of real estate in Rivers State in the next 5 years?
Real estate in Rivers State is emerging, and like my colleague said earlier, so far, even with the presence of our association, a lot has really, taken place, and the perception people have towards real estate, even we as realtors have changed, because you see a whole lot of improvement. And in no time, before the 5 years you mentioned, real estate in Port Harcourt is going to be competing with real estate in Lagos.
Like that. Well, we already have that. I'm sure we'll be having the Lekki of the or the banana island of
He's really there.
Banana island of
Port Harcourt. I think we should be having that very soon.
We're already having that. A lot, really, and developers are currently on their toes trying to ensure that they deliver, because we are all about the best practices as an association, and they are really complying with those.
Now, also, I want to ask this question, because sometimes what you're doing now, is this full-time job or part-time job? Because people sometimes say, I already have a job now. What should I start? Somebody say, I'm a realtor, and for like 2 months now, I'm not be able to sell any property. Is it possible with the number of properties that we have in the River State? So I want to ask you, Ambassador Jovita, I know you to be in this business for years now, and I know you're doing very well. And that's why when you reach out to me, I said, no, you have to come. Now, can you encourage people that even while you're working, you can also become a realtor? Is it possible that?
Yes, it is. So I have so many people in my team that are working. I have bankers really that are realtors, teachers that are realtors. You understand? So even if you are engaged somewhere, you're working somewhere, you can actually be a real estate. You can be a realtor. It's not limited to people that are just basically doing the business just the way I am. The business it pays really. It pays.
I like that.
No doubt. Yes.
Tell us. Tell us more. We want to hear.
The thing that the business, outside helping you to be independent, yes, it has
to give extra income.
Yes, it has to get extra income, and also develop and also get to know more about real estate. When I started real estate, yes, I've had a passion in investing in real estate, but then when I go fully involved, I understood the essence, being a realtor, being an investor. And you get to know about juicy offers, because you are the one that is first hearing about it. So if you have the wherewithal, which is the fund, you can actually start off payment. You can even take it up, and you can still resell too and make more money too. So you have these distress sales, you have this, and beautiful offers, and also flexible payment.
All right, because of our time, we're going to be running up now. So let me ask you your final word on this, this show, and what you have to tell the people out there.
You asked the question if this real estate is a professional course, like if it is a course. Currently in University of Port Harcourt, River State Science and Technology, they currently have people studying real estate as a course. Yes, I have a colleague that is there. Currently, they have it as a course, because right now people tend to see the importance of real estate and bringing it out as a course, and people graduating from it as graduates, having BSc in real estate. It's making people to see the reason why real estate is here to stay and it's going to stay forever. I always tell people it's the reason for our existence. This office, this space we're staying here actually started from me. Mere ground to the structure that it's here. Yeah. So real estate, it's here to stay. So far as we're living, we're breathing, real estate is one of the most essential things we cannot do with that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so very much. All right, your final word.
Okay, my final word is that no matter what, the realtors are always here to help you and to ensure that you buy the genuine properties. So whatever properties you want to buy, ensure you meet the realtors that knows more about this. You know, like on Sunday, I received a call from a very long time friend, and it was like telling me he wants to buy a property he can buy and build for 5 million, blah, 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 blah. I said, no. How can you buy a property you're going to buy and build immediately for 5 million? So I have to coach him and tell him that we have what we call buyback, and we have what we call a property you want to buy. You must add money to buy. So if you don't meet someone that knows much about this, they will just take you to someone and tell you, this one is a buy and build property. I mean, it's not a buy and build property.
But you know the difference.
We directors, we know the difference because we are professionals. So that's just my way forward to everybody outside there. Ensure you look for those that knows that, so that you won't spoil our name, that you bought property from a rector. I mean, why this one is not buy and build. No.
I like that.
So that is just, thank you.
All right, Ambassador Jovita, of course, you're the president of the association. You're the leader. So tell us more, and then your final word.
My final word is to everyone, make sure that 13th of September is a date with realtors. It's a date to be better. It's a date to learn how to make more money. Like I said earlier, even if you're a banker, you're working anywhere, you're working, even all your companies, real estate is a thing you must get involved in. So,
thank you so very much. Because of our time, thank you so very much, President, Vice President, Secretary, Publicity Director, and the Chairman of the conference. Thank you so much for coming. I know we don't have you again before the show, before the conference. Thank you so much, all the people watching us online. Chukwuka, Waka for yesterday was your birthday. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, sir. ID from Uyos, Pamela Samuel from Port Harcourt, Tekena Yala, Essential Bowale from Ilori. Everyone come watching Mbang from Calabar. Who else again now? Everyone, Stanley all the way from Uweri. Thank you so very much. And of course, Nene also from Uyo. I want to say thank you so much, all of you that are watching us from wherever. Thank you, Lord Righteousness. Thank you, Marvin J. Thank you for pressing all the right buttons. We'll be back again next week, Tuesday. And thanks so much to our partner, the Nelgate Global Consult. I'll see you again. My name is Treasure Chimidare. They call me Double T. See you next week, Tuesday. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Are we on the air?
Yes, you are.
Super FM, the city's #1 station for family, information, influence, inspiration, and good music. We are one super family like that. Super FM.